What's up, Chris?
Hey, good morning, Wisdom. Did you guys know that it is still award season somehow?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't even had the Oscars yet, but over the weekend we had 2 more award shows. We had the SAG Awards and we had the NAAC Image Awards. And this morning we are still talking about the BAFTA Awards from last weekend and Ariana Debose's viral moment, okay? Her rap at the BAFTA Awards, remember, stole the spotlight. You may remember she deleted her Twitter following the backlash, but the Oscar winner reappeared at last night's SAG Awards and clearly has some leading ladies in her corner. When asked about Debose's performance, Angela Bassett expressed her respect and said she loved it. She was also asked how many times she has asked if she did the thing, and she says at least a dozen times. She also made a reference to it in her acceptance speech at the Image Awards. Meanwhile, Jamie Lee Curtis said the performance was, quote, joyous, celebratory, sisterly, and spicy. And I think that, you know, what we said last week here on the show, too, it was campy, and people did seem to like it even more so after the fact, I think. And so for a song that was about celebrating women, it's good to see those women having her back now.
I love it.
I would have liked, and I know this is easier said than done for Ariana, but I would have liked for her to like double down on it, make it a moment, come out with like just capitalize on it in more ways than one, because it just created such a movement.
But you know, it's so hard. Think about it, like, because you know, now you're like, oh, I wish you would have doubled down, and then I can also see her doubling down, and then people being like, not you specifically, but then people being like, and then she doubled down on it. You know what I mean? Like, but I love that the other women had her back and supported her.
I think because it was supportive and it was all about sisterhood, just have fun with it.
I don't know if you guys saw, Lizzo also did a little shout out to it at a concert.
Oh, did she?
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
it was
that.
super funny as well. All right, let's talk about Drake now. And this is another viral moment because he is already hinting at retirement at just 36 years old. Wisdom, I know. Just bear with me here. In a new interview with Lil Yachty, Drake said he's introducing the concept of a, quote, graceful exit from his music career. The Grammy winner said he'll still work with people and do occasional shows, but he is no longer going to force himself to compete at his age of, remember, 36. However, it was a different moment from this interview when they were talking about age that kind of went viral over the weekend and stole the show. Take a look.
I think that's the one thing that I would like maybe say is like just makes me kind of be like just to think it's so wavy to be young. It's not that sick. Because I'm here now, like I just left 35, right? And it's like,
yeah, you're getting up there.
Well, all right.
Just saying.
That reaction right now to him saying you're getting up there. You clearly, Drake, had never been called old before. But also, a moment I am going to steal from this in the future. Besides not saying what my actual age is from now on, I'm going to say I just left the age that I was. That's my takeaway from that. I just left 30. Not that I'm 36.
Right. I'm going to say I just left 25. I'm not going to tell you when I left it, but I'm just going to say I did leave it.
His reaction, though, I promise you that will be a meme. His reaction, like, and then a second reaction, like, did he really just say that?
Yeah, right.
That reminds me of when Kevin Hart said that about, why am I forgetting his name? But it also went viral when Kevin Hart reacted to.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I think there was a curse word involved.
Yes, that's why I can't
And then
say
he
it.
apologized immediately afterwards.
But no, that's hilarious. 36 years young, I would say.
I wish I could be that successful at that age so that I could consider retirement at that age. Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Most of those guys in the music industry, well, not most of them, but a lot of guys, some guys in hip-hop, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, they got to a point and they moved on. Master P, they stopped doing hip-hop and they moved on to something else. So that's the natural progression. He's 36, so I could see him going in. I don't know what he's going to do next.
Like a
but
Rihanna
I could see
thing?
him. Yeah, Rihanna's the same way. She's like, all right, you got your music, now I'm going to go sell the Fenty.
Right.
So I could see them moving into another direction and creating a Dr. Dre, a whole new environment to make even more money and appeal to a different crowd, not the hip hop crowd. So to me, that's the normal progression if you're smart.
Yeah, but I love me some Drake.
Yeah.
I was just listening to him driving in today.
But you know how music changes every 5 to 10 years.
And there'll be some young person
and
coming up that you love
they
too.
always, you know, at some point we didn't know who Drake was.
Right.
And now here we are many, many years later.
Well, he's had phases as well because he started in acting as well.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So, yeah.
All right, Chris, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Now to Wendy Williams, who's slowly making her way back into the public eye. But it's an awkward fan encounter that has people talking this week. We know Wendy has been dealing with several health issues, but check out what happened when one fan tried to help.
I'm going. Somebody help me. I help you.
You need help?
No.
Okay.
Well, was she recording? I think she had her. Was she also holding the phone? I don't know. Maybe that explains why Wendy was like, no, because you're trying to record this moment. But eesh.
But Wendy first asked for help, right? Did I read that? Did I hear that right?
But maybe she didn't want cameras recording the moment of her helping.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, why somebody who drove her there?
Yeah.
I got questions.
How did she end up there?
You drive there, or somebody drove you there, and you get out of the car, and was it an Uber?
Oh.
Did you leave without?
Right. Yeah, right.
Is Wendy just Ubering around New York City? I got all kind of questions because why, if she is Ubering around New York City, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why? And if she's not, if that's somebody that she knows, did they say, okay, Wendy, you get out, I'm going to go park the car in New York, which means you're on your own for the next couple of hours?
These are the questions that come to mind.
These are the questions I got. Look at this. And then she gets out of the car talking about somebody help me. Why didn't the person in the car help you unless it's an Uber driver?
She could be running an errand.
Okay.
By herself?
And look, that lady's like, she's like so happy that Wendy said no. She's like, I'm in it. Yeah, but I'm in it. I'm right here, Wendy Williams. Right. Okay.
That's true. There's your moment, right?
Yeah,
Viral
right.
moment. So
that's funny. Okay.
I guess questions we need answers to.
Okay, all right. Now let's get on to Nick Cannon. No, he hasn't had another kid. No more kids, at least at this point, but he's not ruling it out. In a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, Cannon admitted he definitely has his hands full right now. But in the end, God decides when he's done making babies. Cannon welcomed his 12th child. That was back in December. Number 12. Okay.
I don't have any more comments on this whole thing. We've talked about there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. He has a lot of different jobs, and just making sure that each kid gets adequate time, which I guess is subjective, some would say.
Yeah.
Well, he can do what he wants, and clearly he can afford and do whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I will disagree with the fact that God decides when you stop having kids, because I think that personally, I don't think our God is a micromanaging God, and I certainly don't think he's micromanaging that.
Yeah.
Just me.
Okay. All right.